Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. Sorry, coffee's just really good this morning. Nice and hot. Hope everybody's doing well this Wednesday morning. It's a little gloomy here today. I don't know. It may burn off after a while. Sorry. Let me get rid of it. You can see the little tail wagging right here. My little beggar boy is after that last cookie. He knows I still got one. Yeah, I watched Joanne this morning, and I think she said we got like a 50% chance of rain thanks to Nicholas. Although me being on the southeast side of Atlanta, well, not even of Atlanta, but you know what I mean. The metro part of Atlanta, they consider us. But anyway, maybe it'll miss us. Doesn't really matter because I don't got my grass cut the other day, not yesterday, but the day before. So we're good there, which does mean it'll probably rain 2 or 3 days between then and a week from now. But anyhow, let's see who we got hanging out with us today. Already got a few thumbs up. Go, man, you guys are awesome. We got 11 thumbs up. Says there's only 8 watching. I don't know how y'all did that. Guess we had some hit and runs. Some drive-by thumbs up. All right, let's see who we got. We got Leo Steger. He says, good morning, happy hump day. Another day at work. However, I'll be able to watch today. Wow, that's cool, I guess. I didn't know you could do that. Ronald Cool, good morning. Marcello's here, good morning. Happy hump day. Thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Paul Stewart's here. Good morning. Yeah. Thank you for the thumbs up there, Paul. Jesse's here this morning. I'll be showing his picture. He's the only one that sent me any pictures. He only sent one. But we're going to be taking a look at that here in a little bit. If you weren't here yesterday, I was asking folks that if you have used some kind of dye or colored gel stain, not the wood looking stain, but the other kind, on a project to really make the colors pop or something, I wanted to see it. But nobody sent me anything, so we'll take a look at Jesse's and let him talk about what he did to get it to look that way. Let's see. George Rothfuss is here. Good morning, all. From a clear sky in 60 degrees southern Michigan. 60 degrees. That sounds pretty good. Clyde's here this morning. Good morning, Clyde. Larry Galt is here. Happy hump day to you, sir. Yeah, I got something. Eyes bother me this morning. George is reminding folks, don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you, George. Maybe you're the reason we got so many. I think we must have had some drive-bys. You know, people just pop in, hit thumbs up, and then leave because we got more thumbs up than we do people watching. That's good. Let's see. Clyde wants to know where in Michigan. He must be talking to you, George. There's my old buddy Hitch Hamilton. Look at him. Look at him on the YouTubes. Look at him go. Good morning, Hitch. Happy hump day to you. Hope all is well down there in sunny Florida. Dennis Nolan is here. Good morning, Dennis. Kevin Els is here. Good morning. Gary Hammett is here. Good morning to you, sir. Let's see. Dave Mack says rain later in the North Georgia mountain. Jackson and I are getting our walk in. Yeah, good deal. Larry says, looks like California will continue to be run by their dictator. Well, since you brought that up, I was looking around yesterday evening, shortly after the polls closed, and this is what I saw. I saw a news. I don't remember which one it was. One of the fake news, probably, but because that's pretty much all of them. But anyway, one of the news things, and I'm looking on YouTube, by the way. I'm not looking at network television. But they had a thing saying that there was like 1.8 million mail-in ballots for that recall election. And then when they showed the ones that did early voting in person, it was, well, I can't remember which way it was. There was 240,000, but that might have been the ones that voted in person on that day. So anyway, the total of the people that voted in person yesterday on voting day and the ones that voted in person during early voting was only about 400,000, but there was 1.8 million mail-in ballots. So my question to y'all is, did you really think that Newsom wasn't going to still be in charge with all those mail-in ballots? Come on. Anyway, enough of that. We're moving on from that. I don't even want to get my dander up talking about that stuff. But what it basically comes down to, if you're still going to have election integrity questions, there's no way you're going to get them out of there. And they know it. That's why they're going to keep on doing what they've been doing, because it's working. If you do something and get away with it, you just keep doing it. So there you go. There's my 2 cents on that, Larry. Thanks for getting me all fired up there, buddy. Bart Bixel, good morning to you, sir. Let's see. George, I think this is for you, Clyde. He says, George lives in the very southeast of Jackson County on Wampler's Lake. So there you go. And you could print your own ballot. There you go. Bart says, too late. My dander is already up. Yeah. And like I said, I don't live in California. I'm probably never going to visit California because it's a hole. But when I saw that report and I saw all those millions of mail-in ballots, I'm thinking, this is a done deal. No wonder they're not worried. All right, moving on from that. Another sad thing saw this morning. Norm MacDonald, well-known comedian, probably most noted for Saturday Night Live, back when it used to be funny. Years and years ago. He passed away, I guess it was yesterday. And I didn't know it. And I guess nobody knew it, but it's funny how they can keep that stuff private. I guess he had a battle with cancer had been going on for about 9 years. So, but anyway, yeah, that's kind of sad. He was 61. So yeah, cancer sucks. Still sucks. And it just, here we go again, getting all fired up about stuff. But, they've been trying to find a cure for cancer for long time. But you got to remember, and this is kind of a joke, but it's also makes perfect sense. They tell the med students their first day of med school that a patient cured is a customer lost. So they're never going to do anything about that. Again, my 2 cents worth. Yeah, you think it's funny, don't you, Larry? Got me all excited right off the bat here. Right off the rip. All right, Monroe Cook, good morning. He's here. Clyde says you're close to him, I think, George. There's my buddy Jim Sinicola. Put out another little awesome rotary axis video. Keep them up, Jim. Looking good. Jesse said his wife is from California. He turned her into a Cajun. Well, that's good. That's good. Turn her into anything other than a Californian for sure. Yeah. Yeah, there's no money in a cure. I guarantee you, if some doctor came out or scientist or whatever, and he says, wow, let's do a press conference. I have developed this pill that you take this pill and it cure whatever kind of cancer you have. I guarantee you that guy would be in a bad car wreck within a week. It's just the way it works here, folks. It's the way it works. Man, y'all got me talking all serious stuff here. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, well, here's another one that gets me all fired up. So, you watch the news and it's like they can't keep their story straight. They can't do it because they're, Creepy Joe's on there going, we've purchased all millions of these boosters and we're set up to get them going and all this stuff. And now I can't remember whether it's the World Health Organization or CDC, one of those so-called expert things. They're now saying that if you were vaccinated with the original thing, you don't need the booster. But the White House is still saying, oh, no, you need a booster. So they can't even get on the same page. So, and then they wonder why people don't trust the government. The government, we don't trust them. Do we, Jack? No. All right. Jesse says that pill would cost $100,000. Well, that's what I'm saying. If a guy come out and says, hey, I just figured out that if you drink coffee and add this, it'd cure cancer. It'd never get out because, no doubt there's probably some stuff that's either a cure or a pretty serious treatment that would really help. But if it's something there's no money in it, it's just like with the COVID thing. They got the ivermectin stuff, for adult, for human part, not the horse and cattle stuff. But, there's no money in that because that's the cheaper thing. It's been out for a long time and all that. So, yeah, they don't even want to talk about that. Anyway, man, y'all get me all fired up here on a hump day. What are you doing? I've only been on there 15 minutes and my blood pressure is probably, I'm going to have to go in and take my blood pressure now. Got to keep it pumping. Let's take a look at Jesse's picture. I got it queued up here, although I didn't already screen shared, but I'm fixing to do that now. Now, Jesse, while I get ready to show these, you can tell us what because these are, and I'm going to warn people that this is some of those big scary rifles that this picture's of, but what we're looking at is the stock. in the, what do you call it? The forearm, I think. I think that's what they call the other part where you put your hand up there. Because that's what I wanted to see. So just pretend it's not a scary rifle. Yeah. So anyway, you've been warned. I'm going to add this, and we'll take a look at the. You can't really see it that big, can you? Let me see if I can zoom. We'll try to get the scary part. But anyway, all right, Jesse. We were talking about wood dyes and stuff like this, and I think you put it in yesterday's thing, but that doesn't help anybody that's watching today to see this. So what kind of finish did you put on those gun stocks to make them look so cool? First of all, if you know what kind of wood it is, let us know that, and then tell us what kind of dye. I think you said you used grit dye. Let's see. He says, the stocks I had made, they were bare wood, sanded to 220. Okay, maple, he says. So they were bare maple, sanded to 220, mixed red grit dye with gloss urethane. Okay. Well, I really like that look. And I'm kind of surprised. I guess when you say red, I would have expected it to be a little more reddish looking. And maybe the picture's not really making it look that way. But yeah, I like that. Especially the one on the right. I really like that. That's a good look. So thank you, Jesse, for sending me those pictures. Yeah, let me get that back down out of the way. If anybody else has got pictures, like I said, we were talking about the dyes. I did look online. Jesse says he was trying to get the rust color from the older Russian AKs. Okay, so you're trying to match up, color match something. They look good. They look really good. Yeah, I watched yesterday. You know, that's how I roll. We were talking about that yesterday on the coffee sessions, and then I get going down a rabbit hole. I go back in and I get online, and I looked on Amazon. There's a gazillion. Apparently that I think it's a lady named Michelle something. Nicole? I think Nicole was her last name. Anyway, apparently she's out in Oregon, I think is where she's at. But like when you look up unicorn spit on YouTube and you go to that YouTube channel, you'll see a bunch of videos where this lady, Michelle, is demonstrating how to do stuff. And, you know, I got hooked into watching a few of those and stuff because I was trying to find them. I'm not interested in the little crafty stuff she's doing, but I wanted to see what it did to wood. And of course, the whole time I'm watching her do it, because she's got like an overhead camera and she's doing it on like a square piece of wood. I don't know whether it was plywood or what it was. But the whole time I'm watching this, I'm thinking about, okay, how easy or difficult is this going to be to put on like a bowl or something while it's on the lathe? Because that's the way I'm thinking. You know, being able to do it while it's still on the lathe, so you can spin it around and do it. And how difficult is it? How messy is it going to be? But all of that unicorn spit, and and I think we touched on it briefly yesterday. I think one reason why it's so much more expensive than, say, the RIT dye is it's concentrated. So, you take even a little 4-ounce bottle, it's going to go a ways because you just put just a little dab, and then you can mix it in water, and depending on how much you want to dilute that color, you can just put 10 or 15% water, or you can put 70% water, whatever. But anyway, that was pretty interesting. But it looks like that she's running that from her home, but she's not selling it out of her home. It's just she's probably got somebody else doing the manufacturing and the labeling and all that, and then she has distributors that sell the product. So there's Frankie. He snuck in here. Good morning, Frankie. Happy hump day to you. Dave says the everyday RIT dye or something for wood. Oh, he might be asking Jesse. Okay, and then Jesse answers liquid dye from Walmart, type used for dyeing clothes. Yeah. He said basically all he did was dye the poly. Yeah, one thing I was thinking about it, because again, as I was watching those videos, I'm thinking in terms of how would you apply this to the step that's on the lathe, without making a big mess. And of course, if you can use it straight, without any water. But that's one thing I got to thinking. I thought, well, if you got to add water to it, that might get a little messy because we all know water runs downhill. So then you get it all over your lathe and stuff. And anyway, so I'm still looking, but I think I'm going to try to pick up. And I think I can get that RIT dye pretty much anywhere. They probably have it at the dadgum Dollar General I went to the other day. And who knows, they might have unicorn spit. I don't know. I'll look. But I'm going to try to find some RIT and some unicorn spit that's kind of the same color. They're going to be different names, but because the unicorn spit tries to use fancy names for their colors, but I'll try to pick some that look like they're the same color, and then I want to do a video where I do 2 bowls or something and put RIT on one and unicorn spit on the other, and see which one is easiest to do, best bang for the buck, and see which one people prefer once they're done. Bart says the spit is like Brill cream. It is kind of like that, looks like, because it's it's in that little bottle with looks like it's got like a little, almost like almost like a tight bond glue thing. It's got the little spout, and then she'd just turn it over and just kind of squeeze a little and put a little dab on there. And in the test or the one video I was watching, she would take that bottle and she'd like put a little line of it out, and then she'd take, well, no, I take that back. She actually started out with these little bitty cups, and she would put clear polyacrylic. And I think it was 3 parts polyacrylic and 1 part unicorn spit. I think that's the ratio. And then she would stir it up, and then she'd take a brush and she'd do this side of the board with that, and then on the other side right next to it, so you could compare it, she would just take the bottle of unicorn spit and put a dab out, and then just take her fingers with a glove on, of course, and rub it out, and you get it's a different, because the other side is all concentrated, the other side is kind of cut with polyacrylic. But anyway, both of them look pretty good. And I want to like I said yesterday, I want to experiment with that kind of stuff and see if I can make plain old wood look cool, which I think I'd be able to. Frankie says the good plywood is cheaper than the not so good ply. Anybody notice that? I hadn't looked at plywood prices lately, but since you mentioned it, I will double check. I should have this bookmarked, but I don't. Let's see how quick I can find it today. Last time I looked, and it was live right here on the coffee sessions, pure bond, 3/4 inch pure bond was $72.30 a 4x8 sheet. And that is the price that I paid the last time I bought some. All right, come on. Why do I always have trouble finding it? Oh, nope, there it is right there. 3/4 by 4x8 birch, pure bond birch plywood, $72.30. Still the same price here. So I guess it varies by your location. Jesse says, you've got my wife looking it up. I can see my project list getting longer. Yeah. A little dab will do you. That's right. That's the way Brill Cream works. Can you still get that stuff? I guess you can. There's probably still guys that use it. I don't know. I remember that commercial, that little dab will do you. Yeah. Let's see. Dennis says Menards doesn't have the Baltic plywood now. I used to get it there in Missouri. I wish I've never been able to get Baltic birch around here without going to a real lumber yard. And I don't have any of those close. And when I say close, I don't like to go places. You know, I'm a homebody. So Home Depot and Lowe's, I got a Lowe's that's probably about 3 miles from me. I got a Home Depot that's probably about 5 miles from me. That's what anything farther than that's too far for me to go. And plus, if you have to go in the direction of Atlanta, I ain't going. Forget it. So, yeah, I did. You know, we did when I checked the prices on the coffee sessions the last time. That's probably been a week or two ago. Somebody had mentioned the 2x4s, and they have gone down. They were back to like $348 or something like that for a 8-foot 2x4 stud, which is about what I remember them being. And, you know, and then there for a while, they were up to like $7 or $8 a piece. So, all right, there's my time. We will get ready to get out of here. Had a good day yesterday. Got out here in the shop and shot some more video. Finished my painting, and I got paint all over my fingers and stuff here. I can't get off. But I shot some more video, and then edited some more video. And one thing I'll say about this project, if you one or two people that watch my videos, if you get ready to go watch the one that's going to come out this Saturday, get you a cup of coffee first. Maybe even a sandwich. Because this one's going to be I've still got about, well, really basically just an outro to shoot and edit, but it's already at 30 minutes. And I think I'm going to leave it as just one big long video, because when you see this project, you'll get it. But this is the kind of video that people will search out because they want this information. And they will sit there and watch it, because that's the way I am anyway. But anyhow, yeah. If you get ready, when you get the notification, Dave's got a new video out, might want to get a cup of coffee. And like I said, maybe even a sandwich. And get some chips too while you're at it. Anyway, I got to get out of here, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. We've had a pretty good little crowd over here. Sorry if you live in California. That's all I can say. But they do, you can rent a U-Haul and get the hell out of there. You don't have to stay there. Anyway, I'm out of here. Everybody have an awesome Wednesday. Get you a cup of coffee and come on back tomorrow about 9 o'clock. And we'll do this all over. See y'all.